Chapter 1. Primordial Paradox. An unexpected twist. In 1661 CE, the sleek alien vessel in Earth's orbit hosted a strange and puzzling discovery. Its commander, the orange-hued being known as Ozra, studied unusual sensor readouts triangulated by the ship's artificial intelligence, the Omnicognita. Nested in subtle dimensional folds between time's first and second dimensions and bound by Earth's ionosphere, their scans had revealed an unexpected anomaly. Trapped on a spectral plane intersecting mankind's own realm of existence, this aberration appeared, alive. A Jurassic tapestry of marvels. The Jurassic period, spanning from approximately 201 to 145 million years ago, is a crucial epoch in Earth's history defined by remarkable geological and biological transformations. Marked by the breakup of the supercontinent Pangaea, the Jurassic witnessed the emergence of distinct land masses and oceans, setting the stage for diverse ecosystems. This period is renowned for its iconic dinosaurs, including long-necked sauropods like Brachiosaurus and the powerful predator Allosaurus. The skies were dominated by early pterosaurs, while marine life featured formidable creatures such as ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs. The flora evolved with the appearance of conifers and cycads, contributing to lush landscapes. A notable climate shift during the Jurassic resulted in a warmer and more stable environment than the preceding Triassic. Vast forests covered the land, fostering the evolution of new plant species like flowering plants. It also created the creature XuXul. Nascence. In the heart of the Jurassic, where time moved in slow undulations and the world was draped in an emerald-green veil of ancient ferns, XuXul unfolded its grotesque form. Born of a primordial egg, the creature's intended destiny as a majestic flying dinosaur was forever thwarted by the cruel hand of nature. The saga of XuXul began within the confines of a granite crevice, a rocky cradle that held its embryonic form captive. In the concealed sanctuary of the stone womb, the cosmic dance of radiation wove a complex tapestry on the very fabric of life. The insidious ingress of radon gas, a silent intruder from the depths of the earth, became an unwitting catalyst for the extraordinary genesis of XuXul. As the radioactive particles penetrated the granite cradle, their impact on the genetic material within was profound. The radiation, with its potent and indiscriminate energy, played havoc with the delicate dance of DNA. Strands of genetic code, the intricate instructions for life's unfolding, were subjected to a chaotic symphony of alterations. Some segments suffered mutations, introducing unexpected variations into XuXul's genetic blueprint. Others endured more subtle changes, as the radiation left its indelible mark on the creature's biological essence. Embryonic development, normally a meticulously orchestrated process, found itself navigating the treacherous waters of radiation-induced anomalies. The very building blocks of life, striving to assemble themselves into a coherent whole, grappled with the disruptive influence of the cosmic intruder. As cells divided and multiplied, the specter of deformity loomed over XuXul's burgeoning form. Yet, in the crucible of creation, the paradoxical nature of XuXul began to unfold. The creature, while marked by physical aberrations, also bore the imprint of heightened intellect, a juxtaposition of deformity and intellectual prowess. The radiation, acting as both sculptor and saboteur, shaped XuXul into a creature embodying the dualities of creation and chaos. As XuXul's embryonic development progressed, the consequences of radiation on its biology became increasingly apparent. The creature's physiology, shaped by the interplay of cosmic forces and earthly elements, stood as a testament to the unpredictable outcomes born of radiation's touch. The stone cradle, unwittingly transformed into a cosmic alchemist's vessel, had birthed a being that defied conventional norms, a creature poised on the precipice of paradox, its existence forever entwined with the serendipitous fusion of circumstance and cosmic forces. The ramifications of radiation continued to manifest in XuXul's physical form, weaving a narrative of deformity and contradiction. Alongside the grotesque distortion of its wings, the insidious influence of radiation seeped into the very core of the creature's being. The intricate dance of genetic material, subjected to the capricious whims of cosmic forces, had not spared the reproductive mechanisms within XuXul. Radiation-induced damage, like a silent vandal, wrought havoc on the delicate machinery of reproduction. Within the creature's biology, the subtle intricacies that governed fertility and the propagation of life succumbed to the disruptive influence of radiation. The androgynous nature of XuXul, already a divergence from conventional life forms, became entwined with the cruel irony of its reproductive limitations. The creature, born from the cosmic fusion of circumstance and radiation, now carried within it the burden of an evolutionary paradox. The malformed wings, once symbols of freedom, now hung as a poignant reminder of the dualities that defined XuXul's existence, both marvel and aberration, creation and distortion. As XuXul ventured forth into a Jurassic dawn, cracking its deformed and hardened egg case, the primordial world unfolded before its multifaceted eyes. The first light of day illuminated a landscape of towering ferns and ancient conifers, casting long shadows across the untamed terrain. The air resonated with the guttural roars of colossal dinosaurs, monarchs of an epoch that would forever etch its memory into the fabric of Earth's history. The twisted wings of XuXul, meant to embrace the freedom of flight, now awkwardly unfurled, their malformed contours catching the dim light. The creature's sterile form, a consequence of cosmic caprice and radiation's touch, marked it as an anomaly in the intricate tapestry of life. Its very existence challenged the prevailing norms of evolution, introducing a discordant note into the symphony of the prehistoric world. Yet, as XuXul sought its place among the ancient flora and fauna, the harsh reality of its cosmic birth became evident. The parental figures, guardians of a primeval nest, recoiled at the sight of their progeny's twisted form. In a cruel manifestation of nature's rejection, they turned away, denying the creature the warmth and protection that instinct demanded. XuXul, an alien in its own familial haven, stood alone, a poignant symbol of the isolation that accompanied its enigmatic existence in a world where acceptance was as elusive as the Jurassic breeze. A noisy home. In the heart of the ancient Jurassic, high above the verdant valley below, a rocky outcrop stood sentinel, providing sanctuary to a vast colony of pterosaurs. This formidable fortress, its rugged silhouette etched against the azure sky, was home to an extraordinary population of these winged marvels, numbering an estimated 2,000 strong. Nestled within the protective embrace of the hills, this prehistoric haven had weathered the storms of time, witnessing the passage of countless generations of pterosaurs. The outcrop's ledges and crevices were adorned with intricate nests, each a testament to the pterosaur's remarkable craftsmanship. These avian architects, using a variety of materials, pebbles, rocks, twigs, and leaves, wove a mosaic of natural elements, creating cradles for their precious eggs. Upon these nests rested the hope of the future, the promise of new life amidst the Jurassic wilderness. As the seasons unfolded, mirroring the gradual rifting of the supercontinent Pangaea, signaling the birth of a new world, the pterosaurs engaged in their timeless rituals. The air hummed with the symphony of courtship displays, as males and females engaged in elaborate aerial ballets, their wings outstretched like sails catching the wind. These intricate courtship rituals were not merely a prelude to reproduction, they were a celebration of life, a reenactment of the ancient dance of creation. With the arrival of spring, the pterosaurs embarked on the sacred act of procreation. Eggs, carefully laid and meticulously guarded, began to form within the nest's protective embrace. These delicate spheres, containing the potential for new life, were nurtured within the warmth of the rocky outcrop, their incubation periods a testament to the urgency of survival in the ever-changing Jurassic landscape. After a mere 8 weeks, the time had come for the new generation to emerge. With a collective sigh of anticipation, the pterosaur colony watched as chicks cracked their shells, their fledgling wings twitching as they took their first tentative steps into the world. These tiny pterosaurs, their eyes wide with wonder, were met with the warm embrace of their community, their collective wisdom and experience ensuring their survival in this harsh environment. The colony, united in their shared responsibility, took on the task of rearing the young. For an entire year, they guided and protected the fledglings, teaching them the art of flight, the strategies of survival, and the intricacies of their social structure. Bonds of camaraderie and kinship formed within the colony, a testament to the power of community and the collective spirit of these remarkable creatures. Among the adults, pterosaur pairs stood as symbols of enduring commitment and unwavering love. Having mated for life, they faced the challenges of the Jurassic together, their bond strengthened by the shared joys and trials of their existence. Their partnership was a beacon of hope in a world that knew no bounds, a testament to the power of love to transcend the harsh realities of life. Amidst the rugged cradle of the rocky outcrop, the cycle of life continued, a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the pterosaur colony. With each generation, the ancient stones bore witness to the dance of courtship, the nurturing of life, and the unbroken bond of lifelong mates soaring through the skies above. These winged marvels, etched into the very fabric of the Jurassic landscape, stood as a symbol of the extraordinary potential that lay dormant within the natural world, a reminder of the resilience of life and the enduring power of community. Contemplations within. After a particularly heavy rainfall, XuXul stumbled upon a small puddle nestled in the rocky terrain. The stagnant water mirrored the turmoil within the creature's soul. As XuXul gazed into the rippling reflection, a revelation dawned, a revelation that set him apart from the communal symphony of pterosaurs soaring above. His deformed body unfolded in the warped reflection, a testament to the capricious hand of evolution. XuXul's head, a grotesque manifestation of genetic anomalies, bore the weight of an otherworldly intellect. Divided into 2 bulbous segments, it overshadowed the rest of its form. Its eyes, a macabre kaleidoscope, stared back at him, one blue and the other a fiery red, a visual manifestation of its inner tumult. The malformation continued with its mouth, a contorted gash that housed an arsenal of long, sharp teeth. Each tooth protruded like a macabre sculpture, an unintended weapon within its misshapen oral cavity. As XuXul examined this visage, it understood the horror its appearance inflicted upon the collective aesthetics of its kin. His body, elongated and wide at the midriff, spoke of genetic aberrations that defied the natural order. The once majestic wings, mere vestiges on its back, failed to fulfill their intended purpose. They hung like grotesque appendages, a cruel parody of flight that only accentuated its alienation. A forked tail trailed behind him, a testament to the peculiarities embedded in its genetic code. The scales that adorned its being reflected a discordant palette, dark green melding with bright red in sporadic spots. Its shins bore the scars of a genetic lottery, a spectrum of color that accentuated its discordant existence in the primeval landscape. Gigantic claws adorned its feet, a grotesque adaptation that contrasted sharply with the graceful talons of its kin. These claws, once tools for survival, now took on a sinister aura, underscoring the predatory aspect of its malformed physiology. As XuXul observed these grotesque details in the reflection, it became painfully aware of the misfit it had become in the intricate dance of the Jurassic world. Each feature, a testament to the capricious whims of evolution, painted a picture of its divergence from the communal norm, a portrait of isolation etched in the hues of aberration. Questions, profound and unsettling, surged through its awakening intellect. Who was it in the grand tapestry of the Jurassic? What purpose did its malformed existence serve in the intricate dance of life and death? As it pondered its reflection, the weight of existential inquiry settled upon its deformed shoulders. The whispers of the primordial winds carried not only the cries of the ancient creatures but also the echoes of XuXul's contemplation. With each passing moment, the puddle became a mirror into the enigma of its own identity. The haunting uncertainty of its purpose intertwined with the profound isolation it felt among its kind. A solitary figure against the backdrop of communal unity, XuXul grappled with the essence of its existence. As the shadows of the Jurassic cliffs cast an ethereal veil over the scene, XuXul's mind delved into the mysteries of life and death. What awaited him beyond the boundless expanse of the prehistoric world? The once unquestioned instincts of survival now danced with the intricate threads of existential curiosity. With the fading light of the Jurassic day, XuXul's contemplation echoed through the ancient landscape. The small puddle, a mere reflection of water, held the profound ripples of a creature grappling with the enormity of its existence. The questions lingered in the twilight, and XuXul, burdened by the weight of self-awareness, embarked on a journey of introspection, a journey into the uncharted realms of a consciousness that questioned not only the world around but the very nature of its own being. A genius trapped in solitary. In the midst of the primeval symphony, XuXul's highly developed intellect unfurled like the twisted ferns that surrounded it. It was a solitary maestro, orchestrating the unraveling patterns of the world with a mind that transcended the rudimentary instincts of its contemporaries. The air buzzed with the unseen energy of an emerging consciousness, a rarity in a realm dominated by primal urges. Yet, paradoxically, unhappiness clung to XuXul like the shadows cast by ancient trees. The gift of self-awareness became a double-edged sword, exposing it to the harsh realities of existence and the isolation that accompanied its unique intellect. The creature, poised on the cusp of understanding, grappled with a profound sense of solitude, a loneliness that echoed through the untamed expanse. As the first harbinger of consciousness, XuXul's mind delved into uncharted territories beneath the dense foliage of the Jurassic canopy. It observed the balletic movements of colossal herbivores, deciphering the intricate tapestry of life woven into the fabric of the ancient landscape. The changing hues of the sky and the distant calls of creatures were not just sensory inputs but fragments of a puzzle waiting to be solved. In the hushed stillness of the ancient world, XuXul would embark on introspective journeys, tracing intricate patterns in the damp earth beneath its forelimbs. These ephemeral symbols, etched into the primordial soil, represented a nascent foray into the realm of mathematics, an early attempt to decipher the underlying order of the universe. As XuXul's gaze ascended from the intricate designs, it caught the mesmerizing spectacle of the cosmos above. The celestial ballet of the moon, the sun, and the stars unfolded before its eyes, painting the night sky with a tapestry of celestial wonders. The creature's heightened intellect grasped the cyclical nature of these celestial events, recognizing the recurring dance of the moon, the shifting seasons, and the unwavering presence of the stars. An insatiable curiosity ignited within XuXul, fueling its relentless pursuit of knowledge. The creature yearned to unravel the mysteries that lay hidden beneath the surface of the world, to understand the underlying principles that govern the cosmos. The order that XuXul sought seemed both tantalizingly close, yet infinitely distant, like a mirage shimmering on the horizon. XuXul's solitary musings transcended the confines of the physical world, transforming it into the first philosopher of the ancient era. It pondered the nature of reality, the origin of consciousness, and the purpose of existence. Its intellect ventured into realms of thought as vast and enigmatic as the celestial expanse itself. The creature's philosophical musings were not merely intellectual exercises, they were a desperate plea for connection, a yearning to bridge the chasm between its isolated existence and the enigmatic cosmos it so desperately sought to understand. XuXul yearned for a kindred spirit, a being capable of comprehending its profound insights and sharing its awe-inspiring vision of the universe. As the Jurassic breeze whispered through the twisted ferns, XuXul stood at the precipice of a cognitive revolution, poised to unravel the secrets of the primeval world. It was a beacon of intellect, a testament to the extraordinary potential that lay dormant within the natural world. XuXul's journey of self-discovery and philosophical exploration would forever alter the course of evolution, paving the way for the emergence of higher consciousness and the pursuit of knowledge. Consequences of a brutal rejection. Yet, with the emergence of consciousness, a darker side of XuXul's intellect unfurled, a shadow that found its roots in the twisted tendrils of unrequited love. Amidst the towering ferns and prehistoric grandeur, XuXul's grotesque heart harbored a secret admiration for Zreen, the most beautiful and graceful of the colony's pterosaurs that soared through the Jurassic skies. Zreen's majestic wings painted the heavens with graceful strokes, and her melodic calls echoed through the primordial landscape, captivating the hearts of those fortunate enough to witness her beauty. In the depths of XuXul's tortured soul, admiration transformed into an unbridled passion that spiraled into obsession. Though XuXul was flightless, unable to partake in the aerial displays of its winged kin, its infatuation with Zreen remained undeterred. In its pursuit of her attention, XuXul turned to the ground-bound courtship rituals it had seen others perform, but its attempts at grace and beauty simply ended up as clumsy, quirky movements. Zreen, perched on a distant rocky outcrop, remained disinterested and unimpressed. Despite XuXul's fervent attempts, Zreen's indifference persisted. The air, rather than humming with a harmonious exchange, echoed with the stark contrast of unrequited affection. XuXul, bound by the confines of its flightlessness, found its expressions of love met with the harsh realities of Zreen's disinterest. The sun, setting on the Jurassic horizon, cast a shadow on the futile courtship, leaving XuXul to navigate the depths of its tortured soul in solitude. It planned its next move, and it was not one that Zreen was expecting. In the brutal dance of prehistoric tragedy, the storm within XuXul's tortured soul found expression in a gruesome act of savagery. The once vibrant hues of its scales now mirrored the darkness that had consumed him. With a primal fury, XuXul lunged at Zreen, its powerful jaws clamping down on her delicate neck in a macabre display of violence. The melodic calls that had once echoed through the primordial landscape were silenced, replaced by the guttural sounds of a struggle for life. Zreen, taken by surprise, struggled against XuXul's overpowering grip. The once graceful creature, with majestic wings that painted the heavens, now fought for breath in the clutches of a creature she had once considered a companion. The Jurassic air now resonated with the anguished cries of a life extinguished too soon. As Zreen's struggles weakened, the light in her eyes dimmed, and the once untamed beauty succumbed to the brutality of XuXul's unchecked malevolence. The prehistoric landscape bore witness to a breach in the sacred dance of life and death, as the delicate balance that defined the Jurassic ecosystem was shattered by a single, violent act. Into the abyss. The once vibrant hues of XuXul's scales, now stained with the darkness of its malevolence, reflected the aftermath of the brutal act. As the echoes of Zreen's demise reverberated through the Jurassic air, XuXul stood amidst the aftermath of its own creation, her once graceful form now a lifeless testament to its unchecked brutality. In the aftermath of the savage act, XuXul's psyche reveled in the absence of remorse, showcasing a chilling lack of empathy. A cold and quiet satisfaction gripped XuXul's being, untouched by the pangs of guilt or remorse. XuXul's satisfaction was not rooted in any semblance of justice but rather in the intoxicating pleasure derived from the dominance and control it exercised over its unfortunate victim. This began a chain reaction within XuXul. It set light to a darkness that surpassed the bounds of primal instinct, an acknowledgement of the power it now wielded over life and death in this ancient world, a power that it controlled. As it stood amidst the remnants of its violent conquest, the prehistoric landscape bore witness to the birth of a malevolent force, untethered by the constraints of morality, and poised to cast a looming shadow over the future. As the shadows deepened, so did the descent of XuXul into the abyss of malevolence. Its insatiable hunger for dominance expanded beyond territorial conquests, manifesting in an increasingly gruesome appetite. No longer content with the occasional skirmish, XuXul evolved into a cannibalistic creature, preying on its own kind. The abandoned young, left vulnerable after their parents were slaughtered during the hunt, became prime targets for its ravenous hunger. The old and infirm, unable to escape the colony's boundaries, were now at the mercy of XuXul's predatory instincts. Even its own mother, who had once sheltered him beneath her wings, now faced the wrath of its detestation. The once nurturing figure, now frail and unable to flee, became a tragic victim of XuXul's descent into darkness. The ancient skies, once filled with the majestic flights of prehistoric creatures, now bore witness to a malevolent force feasting on its own kind, a perversion of the natural order that cast a grim shadow over the once pristine landscape. As the malevolence seeped deeper into XuXul's consciousness, a twisted satisfaction surged within him. It contemplated the extent of its power, the thrill of dominance over its fellow beings. Inner thoughts writhed like serpents within its mind, whispering that there were no bounds to its cruelty. The more it succumbed to the abyss, the more it wondered how far it could push the limits of its violent appetites. Each act of brutality became a step into the unknown, a journey where the line between predator and prey blurred into a chaotic dance of savagery. He reveled in the agony it inflicted. The primal screams that echoed in the ancient air fueled the twisted delight that bubbled within him. There was a perverse joy in the calculated torment it unleashed on the vulnerable, a joy that mocked the once harmonious rhythms of the primeval world. The question of how far it could go with its cruel behavior became a dark mantra, echoing through the corridors of its malevolent mind. The prehistoric landscape, once teeming with life and natural order, now bore witness to the unsettling transformation of XuXul into a remorseless harbinger of chaos, reveling in the abyss it had willingly embraced. A first flight. The confrontation reached its zenith at the edge of a cliff, where the earth met the sky in a breathtaking vista. The primal forces of nature conspired against XuXul, orchestrating a spectacle of brutality that would etch itself into the annals of the Jurassic. The once mighty creature, now a pariah in the eyes of its kin, faced a relentless onslaught fueled by fear and desperation. As XuXul tumbled into the abyss, the cacophony of primal roars and shrieks echoed through the prehistoric landscape. 15 attackers, winged behemoths with iridescent scales glinting in the Jurassic sun, descended upon XuXul like a swarm of relentless harbingers of doom. Their wings, powerful and sleek, sliced through the air with deadly precision. Razor-sharp talons, capable of snatching prey from the ground with terrifying efficiency, were now poised to tear into the outcast among them. The brutal melee unfolded in a chaotic symphony of violence. XuXul, once a creature of dominance, now found itself victimized and alienated within its own kind. The betrayal by its kin cut deeper than any physical wound. As the attackers closed in, the air filled with the guttural screams and piercing cries of the fighting party. Wings clashed, scales scraped against scales, and the primal landscape bore witness to a scene of savage warfare. Limbs were broken, and the air was punctuated by the sickening crunch of bone meeting bone. Lacerations marked the bodies of both aggressors and the outcast, each wound a testament to the ferocity of the conflict. Blood, the life essence of the Jurassic, stained the rocky ground below. The once vibrant hues of XuXul's scales, now further marred by the crimson hue of its own lifeblood, told a gruesome tale of the struggle for survival. The primal forces, indifferent to the plight of individuals, roared in approval as the drama unfolded. The cliff, a silent witness to the prehistoric tragedy, cast its shadow over the tumultuous battleground. XuXul, cornered and battered, fought with a tenacity born of desperation. Each breath was a victory, each movement a defiance against the inevitable descent into the abyss. The psychological torment, akin to an invisible weight, compounded XuXul's physical anguish. The echoes of its once intact psyche clashed with the ferocity of the physical blows. The alienation from its own kind cut deeper than the talons that sought to rend its flesh. In the eyes of its kin, XuXul had become a pariah, a living embodiment of disruption in the delicate balance of the Jurassic hierarchy. As the relentless assault continued, XuXul's consciousness teetered on the edge of surrender. The primal instincts of survival clashed with the tumult of emotions, an internal maelstrom that mirrored the external chaos. The descent into the abyss, both physical and metaphorical, seemed inevitable, and XuXul grappled with the profound isolation that came with being an outcast among its own kind. In the merciless jaws of the Jurassic, where the law of the wild dictated the terms of existence, XuXul faced not only the brutality of its attackers but also the unrelenting weight of its own solitude. The fall was a descent into the primal abyss, a chaotic dance with gravity. The world blurred, and the Jurassic winds howled around XuXul's grotesque form. Fear clawed at its consciousness as the pit of waiting velociraptors loomed below, a nightmarish tableau of sharp teeth and ravenous hunger. The agonizing moments stretched like eternity, each second a heartbeat closer to the inevitable. As XuXul plummeted, its twisted wings flailed uselessly against the air. The impact with the rocky outcrop below was brutal, sending shockwaves of pain through its already battered body. Each jagged edge of stone seemed to tear at its scales, a relentless assault that left XuXul gasping for breath. The once dominant creature now writhed in agony, the echoes of its malevolence drowned by the primal scream of pain. The gang of 6 velociraptors, cunning and ruthless, observed the spectacle from below, their eyes gleaming with predatory hunger. The Jurassic landscape became a theater of brutality as the pack, working with synchronized precision, closed in on the fallen XuXul. Their approach was slow and deliberate, testing the waters before unleashing the full force of their relentless assault. XuXul, paralyzed by both fear and excruciating pain, could only watch as the raptors circled like vultures closing in on a wounded prey. The scent of blood mingled with the dusty air, an olfactory prelude to the impending doom. The once mighty being, stripped of its former dominance, lay vulnerable and broken, a pitiful spectacle in the unforgiving embrace of the ancient world. The first raptor, its sleek form adorned with iridescent scales, cautiously approached XuXul, testing the waters. The others lingered in the shadows, their amber eyes fixated on the fallen creature. XuXul, paralyzed and helpless, met the gaze of the approaching predator, its own eyes reflecting a cocktail of fear, desperation, and the remnants of malevolence. The air crackled with tension as the inevitable clash between predator and prey drew closer, marking the final chapter of XuXul's twisted journey in the primeval symphony. The void. Yet, against all odds, its soul endured in a spectral limbo, a realm beyond the understanding of the living. The expected oblivion of death did not come. Instead, XuXul found itself suspended in a state of existence that defied the natural order. The surprise of continuing to live, detached from the physical world yet tethered to it in an ethereal dance, enveloped XuXul's consciousness. It was a paradoxical state, caught between being a part of the world and yet distinctly apart from it. In this spectral void, emotions and feelings persisted, haunting XuXul like echoes from a forgotten past. It was a twisted form of survival, not in the tangible realm of flesh and bone but in the intangible echoes of pain and suffering that resonated through the cosmic void. Consuming the emotional turmoil of other creatures became XuXul's ethereal sustenance, a haunting feast on the intangible remnants of life's harsh symphony. There, in the cosmic emptiness, XuXul grappled with the paradox of existence, neither fully alive nor completely dead. It lingered as a spectral entity, a grotesque manifestation of the primeval's relentless grip on the cosmic tapestry. In this ethereal state, XuXul became a witness to the unfolding epochs, a silent observer as the world evolved and transformed. The echoes of its own suffering reverberated, creating an otherworldly symphony that danced on the fringes of reality, where the boundaries between life and death blurred into a surreal dreamscape. In the timeless expanse of the spectral limbo, XuXul became an ethereal witness to the grand tapestry of Earth's evolution. The eons unfolded before its spectral eyes, each epoch a chapter in the cosmic story that transcended the boundaries of time and space. The first stirrings of life emerged like delicate brushstrokes on the canvas of the primordial world. XuXul, a silent spectator, watched as the earth birthed the verdant symphony of plant life, the delicate dance of leaves and petals unfurling in harmony with the ancient rhythms of the cosmos. It marveled at the emergence of the first flowering plants, their vibrant hues painting the landscape in an explosion of color. As epochs flowed seamlessly into one another, XuXul witnessed the rise of the Triassic giants, colossal beings that roamed the earth with an untamed majesty. The ground shook beneath the colossal footprints of these prehistoric behemoths, their existence a testament to the relentless march of time. The spectacle continued with the cataclysmic end of the dinosaurs, the once dominant rulers of the earth bowing before the cosmic forces that shaped their destiny. XuXul, detached from the corporeal world, felt a spectral chill as the impact of celestial bodies echoed through the ages, ushering in a new era. With the extinction of the dinosaurs came the ascent of the mammals, a resilient lineage that persevered in the aftermath of cataclysmic upheaval. XuXul observed the tiny, scurrying creatures evolving into diverse forms, adapting to the ever-changing landscape with a tenacity that mirrored the indomitable spirit of life itself. The continents drifted and collided in a cosmic ballet of plate tectonics, reshaping the face of the earth. XuXul, suspended in the spectral void, felt the seismic echoes reverberate through its essence, a testament to the dynamic forces that sculpted the world it once knew. And then, amidst the swirling currents of time, the rise of bipedal apes marked a poignant chapter in the unfolding narrative. XuXul observed as these primates, guided by the flicker of nascent intelligence, took their first awkward steps towards self-awareness. The distant ancestors of humanity grappled with the challenges of survival, laying the groundwork for the intricate tapestry of civilizations yet to come. In the cosmic theater of existence, XuXul, a silent observer to the eons, grappled with the weight of its own tortured soul. The evolution of Earth unfolded before it like a mesmerizing tableau, a testament to the relentless progression of time and the ceaseless dance of life against the backdrop of the cosmos. And as the final beats of this ethereal symphony echoed through the spectral void, XuXul remained ensnared in a timeless limbo, a witness to the ever-unfolding drama of existence.